How did you deal with losing your hair? How did you cope with that? Any tips, any advice, that sort of stuff? So I get my hair cleaned up every couple of weeks. Is it up here? Yes, it is up here. Go 4 times. The 5th one is free. Go to a fine gentleman's barbershop. It's called Ashby Grove Barbershop. Anyway, what I'll do is let me go get myself cleaned up so I look presentable, and I'll tell you the story after that. All right, I'm back, all cleaned up. Got the head clipped and the beard trimmed. So I think I started losing my hair when I was about 2021. I'll tell you how I first noticed it. I used to ride sport bikes, and I'd have, the full showy helmet on. And I think I first noticed it when I took my helmet off, and I was like, oh, that's a lot more hair inside my helmet than what I've ever noticed before. And that was back in a day, sorry, there's like freezing rain coming down right now. That was like back in a day where my hair was so thick and stuff that I used to have to shave the sides of my head so I could get my big fat head into the helmet because I had so much hair. So what do you do when you're losing your hair? Well, you've got some dumb options, in my opinion, that I don't like. I've had friends that have done take a strip of hair at your back and they kind of do like implants or hair transplants. That never seems to last long term because any of my friends that have had that done just shave their head now and they stop doing it, so you can see the scar across the back of their head. They have wigs which look retarded. They have toupees which look silly. They have another procedure that I saw where you can get basically the top of your head where you lose most of your hair tattooed with like little dots. I don't know what they call it. It's like head tattooing or something like that, but it gives the impression that you've got more of a hairline kind of down around here. As long as you keep shaving your head, it looks fine, but as with any tattoos, they kind of bleed out a little bit. And the other problem with that is you literally have to clip your head like every day or two, because what'll end up happening is the rest of this stuff will grow out, and this of course doesn't grow, but it'll fall out of line. So all of that, in my opinion, is a complete and colossal waste of time. I say just own your shit and embrace it and love it and be who you are. I know that guys tend to, when you first start losing your hair, you're like, oh, this is going to look bad. I'm going to have a bald spot. Are women still going to like me? Am I still going to get laid? You have all kinds of questions that go through your head. And the way that I want you to deal with it is basically the same way that I dealt with it, is just look yourself in a mirror and just go, I don't give a fuck. Because if you really care about losing your hair that much, you're going to lose sleep over it. You're going to look for ways to cover it up. I had a friend of mine when I was a lot younger. He told me he had this hair powder, and you basically dab this sponge into some, I don't know, cosmetic tray of makeup, and you would dab the top of your head, and it's like this powder would stick to your hair and make it look thicker, and basically dye the top of your head. All of that is a bunch of, I'm just going to be honest, it's just a bunch of bullshit. Just shave your fucking head and own it. If you want to grow a beard, I've kind of pulled off this look for the last little bit. If you've subscribed to my channel, watch it for a while, you've seen it grown in. I haven't always had a beard this long, but I'm kind of just messing with it to see how I like it. Personally, the thing I like about the beard most in the wintertime is it keeps my face warm, and when I go skiing, you get ice that freezes in it, so it looks kind of cool. But take a look around you in the world. Guys like Bruce Willis, The Rock, Vin Diesel, Jason Statham, all these hardcore dudes that are like men, alpha, that they look the part. Women are turned on by these guys. So there's going to be 2 distinct categories of women, if that's what your big hang up is about, which ones are going to like you or not like you. I should probably get back to the office. I got some shit to do. About who's going to like you and who's not going to like you. But if they don't like bald dudes, who fucking cares? It's like, if you've got red hair and chicks don't dig, strawberry top, then what are you going to do? Who cares? Like, that's the color of your hair. You got, black or curly hair. What are you going to do? You want to straighten it? Well, I guess you could, but why? Like, why would you go through all that nonsense and hassle to try to be something that you're not? Just own what's going on in your life and who you are and embrace it. And just become a better version of yourself in areas that you can control. You just can't control hair loss, It's a result of hair follicles reacting to DHT. It's a sign that you've got good testosterone levels, so it ain't a bad thing if you look at it that way. Women are attracted to guys that shave their heads. I can't tell you the number of women that I've dated that have said, you look like Jason Statham or Vin Diesel, or, I mean, like even Dwayne Johnson last year was voted, I don't know what magazine it was, but some magazine, some BS magazine, it said, you know, the world's sexiest man. There's not many women out there that would look at a video poster, or sorry, a movie poster of Dwayne Johnson on it and go, oh, that guy's unattractive. Girls like that shit. They want to roll around naked with guys like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It's just a fact of life. So I don't know, like, my take on it is just own it. Don't let it bother you. It's gonna happen. You know, some guys are predisposed to it. I got 2 younger brothers. My middle brother is losing his hair, and my youngest brother doesn't have the gene. Typically it skips a generation. So if your grandfather was balding on one of the sides of your family and was losing their hair, you got a chance of getting it. If both your grandparents have a good solid thick head of hair, you're probably okay. So there's really SFA that you can do. That's sweet fuck all, by the way. There's really SFA you can do about losing your hair, aside from owning that shit and just working on other areas of your life. That's just my take on it. I mean, if you want to lose sleep or get hair plugs like this dude on the side of the bus over here, some law firm, they always advertise on the sides of buses. You can tell when they get their hair plugs done. Go for it. Have fun. My take is shave your head. All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here, where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.